morning everybody. Habitats of Living Thing Part 2. In this part, we are going to study about the adaptations. Now what is adaptation? Adaptation is the capability of an organism to adjust to its surrounding or any change in its environment. There are two types of adaptations: aquatic adaptations and terrestrial adaptations. Aquatic adaptations, we will take the example of a fish. Now I will explain to you this with the help of a drawn diagram. We can see that the shape of the body of the fish is streamlined or boat shaped. We also call it as a spindle shaped body, and this helps in reducing the friction and in cutting through the water current easily. We can see that it is having a dorsal fin on its back, and there is a tail fin or the caudal fin at the back, which helps in the changing of direction, and its body is covered with scales and its skin is slimy and slippery in order to make it waterproof and so that it doesn't get decayed, and it is easily not caught by any other organism. Then we can also see that its body is covered with so many different types of fins which help the fish in swimming, and it is having a special organ for breathing which is known as gills. It's having a covered I mean by a transparent membrane so that water doesn't enter into its eye. We come to the adaptations in aquatic plants. There are various types of plants found in water. Now we are going to see with the help of the diagram the various kinds of adaptations found in aquatic plants: floating plants, submerged plants and fixed water plants. Let's see through the diagram. The examples of the floating water plants are Pistia, water hyacinth and lemna. I have drawn here the diagram of Pistia, which you can see very well that it is floating and it's having the floating roots. They are not fixed to any support. They also have got spongy, swollen stems and leaves which help them to keep afloat. Next we have the submerged water plants. These submerged water plants, the examples are Hydrilla, Vallisneria, etc. They remain under the water and their roots are embedded inside the soil at the bottom of the pond or water body, and they have no stomata. The fixed floating plants are, as the name suggests, they are fixed at the bottom of the water body. They stay in a shallow water and they have got big broad leaves, and they have these broad leaves are saucer shaped also. They help in photosynthesis, that's why they have a large exposed area and they keep on floating at the surface of water. We come to the adaptations in the tropical rainforest. These forests are richly found in, they are richly habitated by the trees which are evergreen, and they are tall trees. They form canopies as I told you in the first part, and these leaves are specially designed with a drip tip so that it doesn't get spoiled by a lot of water. This and the animals found over there are very variety. We can say a variety of animals are found there with lots and lots of insects. I will show you some very specialized type of insects which are found there. They are the leaf insect and the stick insect, which are very good example of camouflaging. Let's see with the help of a diagram. See here, this is the leaf insect which resembles the leaf very similarly, very close to the resemblance of leaf. If it sits on the leaf, it cannot be easily spotted by its enemy. In the same way, the stick insect resembles a stick, and when it is sitting on a branch of a tree or a plant, it resembles the stick itself and cannot be spotted easily by its predator. Now we know that these two insects are the best examples of camouflaging. Now we come to temperate forest. adaptation. Temperate forests are very cold, and due to the cold weather, the animals which are found over there are undergoing hibernation or the winter sleep. For example, some kinds of bats, hedgehogs, then some kinds of amphibians like particular varieties of frog, etc. They undergo hibernation and sleep for a long time. Boreal forest adaptation. These boreal forests are very cold, found in the polar regions, and here mostly the plants are conical shaped and they are having the needle-like leaves, and the animals are white in color to match with the snow surrounding, and they are furry with a thick coat of fat. Next, we have the desert habitat adaptation. Deserts are usually very hot and they are having certain types of animals which are having maximum features in their bodies to live in that environment in the hot weather. Most of the organisms, what they do is they go inside the sand and make burrows and stay there to escape the heat of the day. The other animals like camel, the best example, which is also known as the ship of the desert, is the best example of surviving in the desert adaptation or desert habitat. It's having a very thick skin and avoids there is no sweat gland. Then it passes very thick urine. It has got long lashes to prevent the entry of sand into its body, into its eyes, and it's having the long legs with padded soles so that the legs can prevent the body from reaching the heat, so that the heat may not touch the body. Now we also have some plants like cactus. Cactus are not having any leaves to avoid transpiration, but this cactus, usually you have seen the stem looks flat just like a leaf and covered with lot of spines. It is green because instead of leaves, the stem is having the chlorophyll and it is performing the function of the leaves. What is the function? The photosynthesis. It performs photosynthesis, and they are succulents, means they contain a lot of stored food and water inside the stem, and they have roots which can search for even a trace of water from the sand. We can see with this diagram here that the stem of this cactus is flat and green just like a leaf and is covered with spines. The function of spines is to avoid the cattle from eating this cactus, and they are also being replaced instead of leaves. Instead of leaves, the spine are present. They are succulent. We can see that they are having lot of stored water and food inside them. Grassland habitat adaptation. As the name suggests, this habitat is full of grass, and as such the herbivores are present here in the maximum number, and in order to maintain the balance of herbivores, carnivores are also present. Now certain adaptations found in the body of herbivores are, these herbivores are having their eyes at the side of their body, of their head, so that they can see at a wide distance and keep a distance from the predators like lion and tigers. They have got long and very strong legs so that they can run fast. They are very fast runners. Their body is very well camouflaged. So these are the adaptations found in the body of herbivores found in the grassland habitat. Now the carnivores which are found here, they are also having some specialized adaptations in their body. For example, their eyes are set in front of their head so that they can see their prey very easily and very soon till the long distance. They are also very good runners so that they can chase their prey and catch them. Their claws and their canines are very sharp and strong so that they can tear the flesh of their prey and hold them tightly. Their skin is patchy or striped so that they can match with their surroundings and camouflage easily. The last but not the least is the mountain habitat adaptation. As the name suggests, these are rocky and covered with snow, and the animals found over here are also having a lot of fur, a furry body, and covered with a layer of fat. The plants or the trees found here are very tall and are conical in shape so that they can allow the snow and the rain to fall off and slide off their body very easily. Students, here we come to the end of the second part of the lesson, adaptation. Hope you have understood. Thank you.